Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hi. Welcome to episode I think 4 of Jungle Crawl Classics. I'm your host and judge, and everybody today. Just kidding. I'm not everybody. You're here to see these 4 amazing, awesome people play. We're playing. This is the Tomb of Annihilation by way of Dungeon Crawl Classics, plus a lot of sandbox modules thrown in for good measure. Super happy fun time tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I've been doing really well. Kind of stressed out getting ready to move, but I just got the internet set up over there. Got the Comcast people over this morning. Got that sweet gigabit coming in. So the next time we play, I'll be having some sweet gigabit and no longer streaming inside this little tiny closet. So I'm looking forward to it a lot. Frank, how are you? What are you looking forward to?
In life or in this game?
Existentially, in game, ludonarratively.
Oh, okay. My name's Frank, and I am playing James, formerly known as Jimmy, the warrior. Very lucky guy who suffered a very unlucky fate of his brother, and we'll see what happens there. And I am excited about sailing the high seas and being a pirate. Kiko, what's up?
Kika, I have been, what have I been doing? I'm pretty excited to play this game because I get to play halfling, and halflings are really cool and super lucky. And yeah, it's basically all that's up right now. Robot?
Yeah, I too am very excited for this game, and to get rid of our super bad curses, hopefully, or maybe also die. That is an option. Yeah, I've been doing good. I have recently started looking for a job again, and that's going pretty well so far. Other than that, I'm just happy to be gaming.
Yeah. Robert, can you raise your mic about 10 to 20%?
Yes, I can.
It sounds like it switched your mics on you.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
How's that?
I mean, I think people can hear you, but it doesn't sound like it's using the snowball. That's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
And with that, I'll kick it off to Desert.
Hello. I hope my mic is working all right. The only exciting news is I've started a series of paintings based on the ocean and also spring in Seattle for a show in April. So that's exciting. It's stressful because everything takes 100 years to dry, each layer. Yeah, besides that, I imagine our curse is the worst thing to ever happen to anybody ever, and if we don't get it lifted, then we're going to die a terrible death, bringing everyone down, and eventually the downfall of Chult. So it's our responsibility as good people to lift this curse, no matter the cost.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric is going to tell us how that happens, because he's a good friend who will only do nice things to us.
Yeah. So, you guys, last time we played, you learned from Oryx the Shark that in order to remove the curses that you got from Phelan's tomb, back in the underneath the in that ice room with the fiery and the door thing and all that rigmarole, in order to remove these curses, he told you need to go seek out these people called the Sisters, that live offshore of Chult. They live over in what's called the Mother of Mists, sort of a small little not an atoll, but like an archipelago, right? Like a series of islands near one another. As much as you know is that no one really goes out there anymore because it's full of dangerous things. Think of the best examples would be like, pirates crossed with Atlantis, crossed with, snake people, ancient things. Nobody wants to go out there. It's unless you're, absolutely crazy. Or just foolhardy.
I keep thinking of the claymation Jason and the Argonaut style monsters with like the Hydra and the orc with one eye just like roaming around that island.
No, I mean that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
You got it. So,
good.
Right, but there was a little catch that I wanted to bring up with you guys because I need an answer for this, because right now, in order to get yourself and pay a crew of either pirates or a fair merchant vessel to take you out there is way above what you can afford right now. But rather than worry about that, and rather than have to be like, well, because you can't do the thing you want to do, you guys have cut a deal, or you guys have put yourselves at the service of someone else in order for them to help charter this expedition for you. And so I need help figuring out what that's going to be. If you guys don't care, I will just say one. But you have a couple options here. Right?
Kika has like financial ties, doesn't she? Or your character?
Yeah.
I mean, I know people.
You know loan sharks. I know a real shark.
Yeah, your ex-husband or whatever, right? Your divorced husband was apparently a ship captain, which I'm cool with, but I don't think they will take you out there unless they're getting a huge payment, right?
Yeah, things ended rough anyway.
Right.
Have you not signed the divorce papers yet? And you could say,
Oh no, I totally have.
No.
Right.
He was getting too clingy.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my so here's the two that I think I'm most interested in, and I want to know what you guys would end up doing here. So there is a underground, not even a Cold War happening right now between two opposing thieves guilds. There's the Shadow Syndicate, which is kind of the long-standing institutional thieves guild of Port Nyanzaru, and the upcoming ruthless group called the Xantarim. And they have been kind of making space and making having a little bit of a war going on for territory and space against the Shadow Syndicate. And one of those could easily help patron and charter a boat to go do this stuff, in exchange for doing a quick little detour, quick little favor for them.
Which one do I like more?
Yeah. So my question is, do you want to side with Big Henno and the Shadow Syndicate, or do you want to side with the mysterious cabal that is the Xantarim?
I don't know. I don't typically like cabals.
Yeah.
Tend to be extra sketchy.
The only thing I know about Elia's character is that she used to be a farmer and is good with a pitchfork. So maybe tradition is built into her thing, so she'd want to go with the older ones. And also, Jean knows what the Xantarim are.
Yeah.
So
you do know that both of them...
Xantarim, whatever.
Yeah. Both of them have backings of merchant princes, but you don't know which ones are which. Right?
Is there one
that's not true, though. One of them, I think you do know who Big Henno's big backer is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kika knows that.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yes, I do. And
Well,
I'd rather
Alarin.
stay on his... Yeah, I'd rather stay on their good side, so let's go with them.
Is one of them Koss? Because they're the one who accosted me last game. Sorry, I've been doing this game earlier. It's the worst.
Yeah, Koss the Flame is the deity that they worship, but yeah.
Ugh.
Worst.
Yeah, they're big into flame, torture, truth.
Then I think we go with Alarain's opinion.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Besides, I mean, they mugged you. That means you already know them.
Yeah.
You'll get along great.
Cool. Then, as part of the cost of the journey, you guys have to do a little gig for them, and time is of the essence here.
I take out my ode.
Yeah.
Playing it.
So, today's adventure is you've been asked by Big Henno in order to compete against the Xantarim. You are after a rare artifact called the Black Pearl. All you know, and as ancient legends tell, is that this pearl resides in a tower belonging to an ancient wizard from long ago. In fact, I think... Would you guys know the name? Everybody give me a quick intelligence check real quick.
Yay.
And I'll tell you the name if not. An ancient wizard who has long since become a near demigod. Of course, Alarain would remember it. It was it was an old wizard by the name of Acerarak.
Oh, you want
This
us
is
to
this is one of his old little towers.
Okay,
back-
no wonder you're sending
Back when they were
expendable people.
mortal, they had something to do with this here. And yeah, there's this thing called the Black Pearl. The interesting thing about this is that this place only comes out emerging from the water every so often. And it just so happens that under the next full moon, it is set to rise again. And it would be just great since, you know, you're going to be on a boat and heading out over into the Mother of Mists anyways over there. Why don't you just take a stop over there and pick up that pearl for me?
I mean, if it's on the way, might as well. It's just like picking up some dinosaur milk, right?
Yeah, get a gallon of dinosaur milk.
If you can return with it, all debts are forgiven. Everything is fine, and they look forward to doing more business with you.
And we're okay to take whatever we want from the tower.
Totally.
Okay.
They say they don't care about anything else other than this pearl.
And
That's
it's
what
abandoned
matters.
and super safe,
It's-
right? It's
yeah.
just, it's rarely there.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, totally. It's just,
Yeah.
just totally fine.
we just
um,
need to look out for traps,
Right.
mostly,
Yes.
and critters.
Time is
Traps and critters.
time is of the essence, and you know that you're going against a competing guild who also is sending a ship out to go get it.
Oh, those sneaky new guys, right?
Yeah, which is the problem.
Centauri.
Yeah, I don't like those guys.
No.
They're
Frank, you're
sketchy.
muted.
You're still muted.
Let's set sail.
Yeah, cool. All right then. Good stuff, everybody.
We agree, so we do it.
But
Okay.
So we're going to the tower on the way to the island, or
Yeah.
we're going to the tower. Okay.
You wanted the tower first, because
speed is of the
Time.
essence.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
we have curses, but you know, whatever. I guess their time's more.
It's just the curse of foggy weather. It's
all right.
just-
So while you guys
Don't
are
mention the curse.
out in the oceans, you don't mention the curse, but there is pretty much as soon as you're out in open water. Let me do a quick little description here, because this is something cool about Port Nyanzaro and getting on a boat.
yeah.
As you guys leave the ocean, or leave the bay of Port Nyanzaro, a gigantic dragon turtle emerges out of the water, just covered in old spines and coral. It just raises out of the water and kind of just looks at your. It just dwarfs your pretty like sizable cutter, and it just sits there with its mouth open as you like just can't help but sail into it. And as you get close, you see the captain of your ship haul over two giant chests locked and sealed with some sort of ancient art, like aquatic deity-esque like tribute token on it, and they just chuck it into the water, and you see them like kind of float as the dragon turtle takes a deep breath, right, and like it just sucks in like kind of the water and brings these chests over to it. And just grabs them all. You can see like on the back as it turns, as it's getting ready to dive again, you see just nothing but jewels and gems and swords and this treasure chest abound on its back. You know, like really like straight up like Moana, you know, just
Yeah.
like covered in jewels as it descends back beneath the water. And this is status quo for sailors. You have to pay tribute.
Yeah,
But,
that's fair.
Yep, every moon. And so they came up here. The soldiers and sailors of the ships do not speak of the name of this turtle. They barely want to acknowledge it because it's one of the most terrifying things they've ever seen. And from that, you guys are on your way. You guys get out to the open water. As the horizons become nothing but blue. The sky. There are some days when you sail where the bright blue water matches the bright blue sky above you, and those are the most beautiful days. These are not those days. Above you are tremendous storm clouds that buffet and hammer on the rigging of the ship. In fact, inside the clouds, as you guys look up, you can see as the lightning shoots inside the clouds, you can see an angry silhouette of a figure That gets the sailors' attention as well, and they say, "Oh no, like we are doomed." You know, you guys look at it and you have the sinking suspicion that this is a factor of your curse. As you guys are buffeted in storms and rains. Maybe not, right? You're probably fine.
The heck is that thing?
I've never seen that before. Mm.
Me neither. That's crazy.
Are the sailors sailing away from it or doing anything different?
No, it seems to harry you as you enter the open ocean.
You guys have such strange weather here. I call magic that used to be here.
We had known better that we would say this is a curse, and they all spit curse, curse. Ugh. Yeah.
Oh, we'll be fine. You guys have a halfling with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple. I think a couple of the sailors and stuff like that are pretty defiant, and they say, "Curses are no, we cannot wait to go take this black pearl. You know, this is the talk of pirates. We will, everyone will remember the name of Gideo, and everyone will remember the name, they're like, no, everyone will remember the name of Hamo, and, like, all these people, never know, and they're just saying, like, they're just
James
being braggadocious,
Yeah.
as the rains come down, and then they kind of, like, start drinking and redoing the webbing and knotting as to keep the sails going, until... while you guys, while the storm is kind of racking the ship, the lady up in the crow's nest harks about a tower on the horizon. It rises from the sea, almost like a fairy tale. Like it's waves crash about it. You can see the sort of like coral and barnacles that atop this sort of definitely imagine a like the Disney castle looking tower, or but
Yeah,
much
dramatically
more
foreshortened
Yeah.
with light in the towers like behind it.
absolutely. Yeah. So smash cut to you guys getting out into a little rowboat. So you are not just you. 3 more sailors are also in this rowboat with you, and you guys are getting close to getting rocked by the waves as you guys get close to this tower until you find a nice little like lagoon to lash your boat to. That's not getting completely destroyed by the water. In fact, they probably heave the boat out of the water, protect it as much as they can. Looking above you, looking down at this place are numerous angry-looking gargoyles etched out of the stone. And you look over, maybe over like another rock, and you see that there is another boat here. But the deck of this longboat is empty.
We should investigate that boat.
We should steal that boat.
Well,
I mean, if
wanna ask
anybody else
these-
wants to.
I want to ask these sailors what their names are.
Yes.
Yeah.
is it Gideo?
No. Gideo is pissed because he couldn't actually make it. So these guys go by nicknames. They think it's superstitious to give you their names after just meeting you this way.
Okay.
So they all have different names.
With your true name, you can summon them.
Yeah. One of them is named Birdcage.
It's a good nickname.
Yeah. One goes by Birdcage, the other one goes by Trick. The last one goes by Ruby.
Okay.
So you have Birdcage, Trick, and Ruby as sailors.
You guys seen that old, like, I don't know if it's Looney Tunes, but they're like naming off a bunch of criminals, like it's like old piano teeth and old so and so nose. I just imagine we scan over to Birdcage and his body's like a bird cage, with like a little bird chirping around in it. You seen that? It's a good
Yeah.
comedy.
Yes. Sort of like Dick Tracy characters.
Yeah, it's like knockoff Dick Tracy character.
So like, how close are we to the boat, and how close are we to the tower?
Yeah. So you guys are about the tower's about 30, 50 feet above you. The boat's maybe like 10 or so. Yeah.
Can we determine if the boat is from the competing faction?
I mean,
They're busy on
Deduction.
it.
Yeah. No, there's no sort of like symbols or anything like that. I mean, most rowboats look the same, or longboats look the same. You do notice some barrels of like some sort of casks with some supplies nearby. But once again, those look like just ship supplies. They don't look like they're marked with a ship's brand or anything like that. They just look like small little casks. To you, it's either like water or brandy, something to drink.
Oh, brandy.
Just based on the size of it, right? Or maybe it's oil.
Hey,
Can-
Bird. Oh, go ahead.
You know what we should? If that ship belongs to the competitors, we should probably set it on fire so they can't get away with the treasure.
What if they come back and set our ship on fire and then we
Yeah.
don't have a ship to steal?
The boat's not the problem.
Well, see, our ship is out there. We took a rowboat here.
Well, yeah, but they took a robot here too. You have to robot back.
Hey, Birdcage.
Oi.
If the other faction's in here, what do we do? What do you want us to do?
Well, if you keep yammering, they perhaps will be able to hear us over the storm, and then we'll lose the element of surprise.
So I'm asking you, Birdcage. You're always so smart all the time.
No one's ever called me smart.
All right, take a compliment for once, Birdcage. Come on.
All right, fine.
But I'm just saying, like, what kind of actions are we permitted to do here? Is this like they got here first? Or are you trying to tell us we're going to just like kill in cold blood?
Yeah, are we non-lethal ghosting this, or are we gonna go full on riot town?
Mm.
They look at you like, in case you haven't noticed, we don't have a lot of space for prisoners on this ship.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could just knock them out and leave
So
them.
we say, fuck them.
That seems the best.
I don't think we're.
Oh,
Are
by
we
the way,
baddies?
Look,
by the way, sorry.
Trick just says, are you guys fucking done? We gotta go. We only have 8 hours.
Okay, let's go. By the way, you guys can call me Canary because as long as I'm alive, you guys are a-okay.
All right, Canary. What about you two? What do we call you?
James.
Yes, James.
James,
Two
and
Ja-
James.
All right, that's not gonna work.
This is Canary and the Jameses.
That actually sounds like a good band name.
All right, which one of you is James? Which one of you is Jim?
What?
Oh. And I look at you like,
you can't
oh
have
no,
the
I don't want
same
to
code
skip you. I don't want
James,
to put
Jim,
you
and
through
Jimmy.
that.
Let's go.
You can't have the same code names.
All right, I'm James. That's Jim, and that's Jimmy.
All right, James, Jim, and Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy.
Okay. They're like, God, you guys are bad.
Lead the way, Trick.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
good at being spies.
I feel like if we run into someone, we should do our best not to kill them if we don't have
Right.
to, and not set their shit on fire. You know, but whatever.
I'm gonna stick with Birdcage
Mhm.
because it's Birdcage and the Canary.
It definitely looks like there's as you guys like get up to the sort of like the what do you call it, the portcullis and stuff for the door. You guys are kind of like perched up on some rocks, and you can see from here that there's about three or so sailors. You can't tell if they're asleep, if they're just like leaning on the wall, but they haven't noticed you. What do you guys do? Yeah, what do you do before I say what Trick and Ruby and Birdcage say?
Well, they don't want to kill anyone, but Elia's opinion is that all turns to sea foam in the end, and the circle of life, ocean food chain sort of thing. So, if you want to get a jump on them, we can get a jump on them. But if you want to talk to them first, we can certainly set a precedent here.
My short sword's out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm
And I
holding a fish
start
for some
sneaking
reason.
close.
Okay.
Hunker down. Sneak, 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 sneak.
Okay. So Alarain, you're sneaking in. Is anyone following you?
I'll follow, but far enough back so if I make enough noise.
Yeah, I'm taking point.
Okay.
We're sort of like sneaking up different directions. Yeah.
Lead
Flanking
the.
'em.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, so give me something for moving stealthily here.
See, I have a +3 to sneaking about, right?
Yeah, or
And
your
that's-
little baby halfling.
So in this game, agility?
Yeah.
Mine's real good,
like-
guys. I don't know if you
Right.
remember.
So when I say like give me a roll about sneak, feel free to describe what that looks like. I mean, otherwise, we're like, especially for sneaking, it's just assumed that you're going to be doing like agility and doing dexterously. But if you're like, I'm smart and we go up, I wait for each blast of thunder, you know, and rush to
yeah.
the next rock, you know,
Definitely choose
then
the
maybe that's like
traits.
intelligence, right, rather than that, or you know, something like that, or personality. Like, does them, you know, feel free to embellish, and we can adjust the role as necessary to the fiction of what you're doing. All right.
How do we know if something's trained or untrained?
If it's logical to your background.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you know if it's a trained, it's a okay. You guys know it's a D10 or a D20.
It's on the character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a super cool character sheet. Okay. I think I'm just doing regular,
Like-
average, sneaking.
Critical 9.
-1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot to change my name. I'm not Elliot.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's only okay. What's gonna happen here is that Alarin, you are leading the pack, and you are definitely in position to strike, but unfortunately, it's going to be James is going to first give away the position, or they're going to look out there and they're going to see James and Elia. Now, you guys can change that
wasn't
if
my
you.
roll. That was a Elia roll.
Oh, wait, those
Yeah.
are no, both of those. You guys both didn't get over a 10.
I didn't roll for it. I
Oh.
didn't know I was supposed to. That was an end skill from
That was
earlier.
earlier.
Yeah, only the last two rolls. Only me and
Oh, was that
Okay.
Riz? Or was that Smile Fox? Wait, I'm confused now. What they were?
Can you?
Oh, wait, only you two did.
Uh,
Oh, it was Ilya and Alarin. Right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. And then let me roll for the 3.
I think what gives me away is that I'm carrying my super cool trident right now. So when the
Right.
lightning flashes, it just like lights up, and that's not a shape that's like a tree branch or anything. So
And it's like you're accidentally holding it up and it's sticking up from behind a rock.
yeah, there's like a flash of silver, and they're like,
Did that roll?
Are they
It's a pretty
There
high
we go.
perception check.
Are they far enough
Wow,
away?
they're all good. Okay.
well,
What?
Are they far enough away from me? They're from like, are we far enough away that I can hit them with a bow while they're
No.
sneaking up?
No, especially not in this weather
Okay.
either. There's no way. I mean,
Oh.
it'd be really,
Okay.
it'd be a really difficult shot. Technically, you're in range, but just the scenario right now with the wind and the rain and the rocks and stuff, it's just not going to be. And then like the poor lighting, it'd be really risky to do it. All right, yeah. So the
Okay.
3 sailors were able to get up there too. So unfortunately, Ilya, that's not enough unless you want to burn a point of luck here. You're gonna give it away, but everyone else is gonna be in a position to attack. But they will notice you.
if I burn a point,
Yeah. Otherwise, basically, right now, everyone else gets a surprise action. They're gonna notice you, and you won't get an action in the surprise round.
oh well, that's fine. As long as everyone else gets, like, I will
Right. Okay.
sacrifice myself.
Cool. So what does your failure look like here? Like, what is it that gives you away?
It is very much like I had my trident out and I haven't used it a lot, and I don't realize like how shiny it is.
Mhm.
And I'm like behind a tree, and there's this flash, and there's like just glints off every time there's a lightning strike, so they can like see me like moving from thing to thing. Like it's dark, and there's a flash, and there's like a trident sticking out from a tree, and then it's dark, and then there's a flash, and it's like behind a rock, and like out of a bush with a leaf tied to it. It's
Just this trident just gets closer and closer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just now. What is that? Okay. Definitely. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, something came out of the water, and then they look around, and then all of a sudden they get pounced upon by the 4 other you. So yeah. So before we roll initiative, Alarain, you get to make a free attack on them, and then so do the soldiers.
Cool. I'm gonna get him in the loins.
Right in the flank.
What?
Stab him in the haunch.
That's. Where's my attack button?
Yeah.
Where is that?
The right side of the weapons.
Oh, weapons. Yeah. Are these normal attacks or backstabs?
This one's a backstab because they got him by surprise, and you probably I'm saying you could fictionally get behind him.
Backstab's like just halfling thief.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
All right. Not the best.
But I have a second sword. Ha! No.
Wow. Also not the best.
I slip on a rock when I go for him and go like, "Ah!"
Yeah. All right. Unfortunate. Okay. Then the three soldiers get to go. So I'm gonna do 3d20, and once again, this is just gonna be the order of I think it's gonna be Trick, Ruby, Birdcage. Let's see what happens. Okay, Ruby gets a hit. Oh, good job. Right, their armor class is 10. Oh, haha! 2 of them get a hit. Awesome. Okay,
Nice.
so just making sure I added the right modifiers there. Okay, so trick rolls damage first. For 3. That's actually enough to. One of them gets stabbed in the gut and goes ugh, and goes down.
NPCs are the best.
Hell yeah. And Ruby also gets to go. Gets another one. There's one left. Is freaking out. It's probably the one that's in front of Alarain. And then we're gonna roll initiative. So if you could we get our character tokens on the screen, and we can have the little rollable table thing going on. The turn order.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to add my character token to those.
Yeah. Dang it.
Okay.
Where is the button?
Oh, there's the button.
This? Nope, sorry, wrong button. There's 2 initiative buttons. Huh. Actually, I guess the first one would, because I have my trident out, so that would work. All right, never mind.
Yeah, because you would be two-handed. Would be that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trident.
Cool. All right. So, James.
James, am I like close enough to get to people?
No, you're too far away.
Then I run closer.
Okay. You run to get in position.
Yeah, I'm trying to go toward Birdcage, but that's generally about it.
Yeah. Ilya, you're next.
I leap out, stab with my trident.
Yeah, stab.
No one is surprised. Let me just remember how this character sheet weapons. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
And then trident. I think all of these things are just. I don't have any or attack bonuses. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't roll it. I'll just roll a d20 then.
Yeah. We'll figure out what's doing with the why the macro didn't want to do it.
All right. I did it.
All right, you did, but not great.
I stab a rock that
Yeah.
flashes and has a silhouette of a pirate, but then the lightning flashes and then it's just a pile of rocks. I'm like, oh
Damn it! I love that. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so not great. Okay.
could be better.
Then between the 3 of you, James, you got a 19 for initiative. You're muted.
Ignore that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Okay, we got 3 people with 3. So, who has the highest? What's everyone's agility?
15.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are fucking way faster than this pirate. So I think
Nice.
it's got to be Alarain. So your turn, Alarain. What do you do?
Well, I swing at him with Cutter.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Deeds, my-
The pirate makes a desperate stand, trying to parry the blows of 3 people, or getting ready to. You know, is trying to keep you all at length, but it's they're running out of space with the rocks, and you got to
Oh.
fumble.
But I'm a halfling.
Yeah. So you got a 2 on the fumble table.
But I cannot fumble because I'm a halfling.
Oh, that's right. You only fumble if you fumble both of your rolls, both your attacks.
Yeah.
You're right. Is one of the cool things about being a halfling. Okay, so that's a 9. That's not enough. I'm letting you know their AC is 11, so if you wanted to burn a point of luck to get the +2 here, because
I'm
halflings
gonna-
get to burn 1 for 2. Or are you good?
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be good to finally get a good stab in here. And what does that look like? What is your lucky break here?
I slip on another rock, but it sort of twists me in just the right way to like slash him across the thigh.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I go to stab him, but I miss, but then I slip and then my torso twists and I give him a slash.
Yeah, like right in the artery of the leg or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And how much damage do you do?
Uh,
Because it's obviously
damn
not
it.
0. You might have to enter your damage for your weapon, and that might be, or maybe it's not entered in the right place. Like if it's a D6 and
yeah,
1d6
I
or
didn't
something. That's fine.
put
It's
it
your
in.
short sword. So just roll your D6 and add your
Yeah.
your might to it.
my what?
Strength.
4 damage.
Yeah, you kill him. Yeah, you definitely get the artery, and gripes as he falls off a small little ledge like 3 feet down and hits the rocks. But you have killed the guards. Cool.
I check their pockets.
Yeah.
Nice job, Canary.
Yeah. So each of these characters, each of these pirates were wielding a cutlass, right, which is a short sword. And then you check the pockets of them, and there are. Let me do GM roll. Ooh. These ones are lucky. There are a total of 25 pearls.
Which one's black?
Yeah, we did it. We found the black pearl.
Yeah.
They'd already done
No.
everything.
Oh. No. So these are pretty like shitty pearls. I mean, usually they're equivalent. I mean, okay, for all intents and purposes, I should say these pearls are the equivalent of a gold piece each. So you found 25 gold, right? But they're just pearls because it's cool and they're pirates, and that's what they're using for currency right now.
I put in my pocket for now so I can distribute them later because right now is not the time.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Cutlass.
Right.
I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah, I take a cutlass too
All right.
for a backup weapon.
So you notice that this tower outside this door, is absolutely sealed. You can tell by the shimmer that it's not just like a soaking wetness, a dampness that's affecting this door. You can pretty much tell even someone who is not acclimated to the arcane arts would know that this is probably a magically sealed door. You're gonna have to figure out how to get into it. So let me describe a little bit around, right? You can kind of tell that this place, that like I said, so this place is obviously sealed with some sort of like magical thing, and it's looking for, and has like a rune inscribed on the door. Knowing what you know now, and so like basically I'm gonna save you an intelligence check here, is that there's a corresponding rune that needs to be like, marked or etched or something like that to activate this door here. So it's a question of figuring out that, or you can say fuck it and try to just bash your way through or pick a lock here. Which of those things do you want to do?
What do you think, Jim?
Which
That's-
which one of us is
no,
Jim?
no, I'm
You.
quite
I think
curious.
she means you, Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
I'm Jimmy.
Man. So it's potentially like something we have to like. It's like a magic
So to find another rune,
Yeah.
door.
Mhm.
find
Yeah.
a rune, and break the door.
Mhm. You know that this is a signature rune, like a signet rune, symbol, and this is
Okay.
probably, as best as you can guess, this is probably the signet rune to a Sararak when he was alive, because it's their tower.
Hmm. And what you mentioned? What do I have to do, or what would we have to do to open it using this way? We'd have to find the other one,
Yeah.
or like the matching.
Mhm.
Do I know what would happen if we tried to break it down? Like, if we tried to ignore that? Do
I have
these
no
things
idea.
typically have? Okay.
I mean, do wizards' towers and
Um,
seclusiums often have traps? Probably. Hey, the other pirates
Yeah.
got in. If the other pirates can figure, and it's probably what Ruby says. Like, look, if the other group could figure out and get in here, you know, I'm sure we can too.
But they didn't have the black pearl on them, and they got in.
Well,
The
they're
black
here for
pearl's
the
in there,
pearl.
stupid. They're here for the pearl.
Yeah, that's the treasure at the top and/or the bottom of the tower.
You ask more stupid questions like that, James, we might have half the mind to leave you here, buddy.
What's the rune that in? It's the shape of like the wizard.
Yeah, it's
That's-
it's
that's
a
how I'm saying
yeah,
it.
it's a wizard. It's like a signet rune. This one is the shape of like 4 squares that are all kind of like aligned.
Okay.
Basically, you need to find like the signet key under the potted plant or whatever.
Yeah,
if you would,
Elliot
right?
starts looking around.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think Reese like goes up to it and not pretends, but like goes to like look at it magically and is just like, and then just starts looking around like
Yeah. Cool.
for
Taste the air.
like, yeah.
All right. So it's all right. Reese, how about you? And you said is Anelius gonna probably help you here, right?
Should I
Yeah.
roll a helping roll first?
No.
Okay.
You can just, this would just be Riz rolling a d24, like you're
Okay.
boosted up rather than advantage. It raises the die that you roll.
Right. Okay.
Okay, we'll just do it that way.
Okay. All right.
And you roll a 2. Okay. Not great. All right. It takes a little while for you guys to. No, you're fine. It takes a little while for you to.
Are we gonna brute force it now?
No. Let me describe what happens. It takes you a little while. You have to move off some coral. It was like literally in like the first place that you thought you looked, and it wasn't there, right? And so you spend all this time looking for it, and everyone's looking around, being like, "Damn it, how long is this door gonna, take?" And you're like, "Fine." And in the last possible moment, you find where this is. Your 3 companions with you are pretty stressed right now, being like, "God, we just wasted half an hour. Like how are we gonna get up?" Right? So time was wasted here, getting it
Yeah.
right. But you find the corresponding glyph. You trace the door, and the door opens, and you get into this big long corridor. So let me describe this hall for you. Hundreds of candles line the walls, their flames swaying and dancing to your every move here. Some are tall as if they were lit just moments ago, while others are burnt down to the stubby mounds of wax. In the center of the room stands an onyx pedestal, supporting a massive tome bound in gold and worn in black scales. The walls are decorated with detailed murals depicting what must be the lives of heroes. You can see warriors rising up from the humble beginnings to lead armies against the forces of darkness. Humble apprentices inheriting arcane powers from their masters, casting down kings and emperors with a wave of their wands. Meek rogues growing up to become those daring shadow lords, and the destitute warrior monks rising become leaders of holy armies.
Any parsnip farmers?
Do you look for parsnip farmers?
Yeah. And that's what she's about, making her own story.
Yeah.
She like starts scouring the walls to see if anyone had as humble beginnings.
Yeah. So you start climbing this tower, right? And so you have to basically, so to get up here, you kind of like, you guys kind of see this in the, because you're kind of like coming up the corner. You know, like, you know how towers have like the staircase to the side of it, right? So you start going up this staircase, and that's what you see here. And yeah, next to this is another ladder, you know. And let me. So you want to look? So give me. You know what? You don't actually have to roll. You see near the stack of the tall candles. See a parsnip farmer etched on the candle. It looks eerily like you.
I like go like I should. I'm like wait no, wizards are tricky.
Remember, and there's a tome, right? The golden black tome on the pedestal here.
I don't know if I can read or not. So.
Probably leave that.
I mean,
and
you
then
can
grab it when we go out.
Based on your best guess from here, it looks like it's in common. Like the book's open, right? It's open to some random page.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah.
James
What page is
will
it open
read
to?
Unless someone else wants to.
I mean, Reese would join. Like, I don't think it's.
It looks like a log of all of these names that aren't really ringing any bells to you, unless you want to try to really recall here. But like each page here is just lists of names, just names and names and names.
Like a guest list?
Something like that, yeah. There's no dates associated with them or like check-in times. It's just lists of names.
We better write our name in that book.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Do they look handwritten in, or do they like?
They do look magically handwritten. Like
Okay.
like you go like the back of the book has page like that doesn't look as fresh as the new pages.
Okay. And is it always in the same like handwriting, or is it different handwriting?
No, it's all the same, and it's all like perfect calligraphy.
Are our names in there?
Give me an intelligence check to find your own.
Would it be trained or untrained? Do you think?
This is
Reese.
probably trained for you.
Yeah, because Reese is a glass blower. So
Yeah. Reese, are you chaotic or lawful or unaffiliated?
Neutral.
Okay. Hey, there you go. No, you look for your name here, and you breathe and you cannot find it. You breathe a sigh of relief because you realize that oh shit, I might have messed up. Ellie, are you neutral?
Yeah.
Not lawful.
Not lawful. So not in the candles?
Then not in the candles.
Okay.
You breathe a sigh of relief. Only you know that these are all lawful people here. In fact, these are lawful heroes throughout the known world.
Oh, am I in there?
Are you lawful?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm lawful.
You're able to find Reese. I think because you guys are probably all clumped together in the book here. Everyone who's a lawful hero, your name is in this book.
Is that a Vilshandifer character's name in there? I heard you guys talking about that one before.
Vilshandifer's name is not in this book. Believe it or
They're
not.
probably in another book.
This is really neat.
Okay, so is there?
So this is a room of candles associated and names associated with all lawful heroes of the realm.
Is it does just from the vibe I'm getting off the room in the book? Does this look like a hit list or like a like an archive? Like
like a reverent archive?
Yeah, it looks something like that. Like you don't know what Acererak was up to as a mortal, right?
Maybe he was a nice guy before he went all crazy.
That's kind of the gist. I think like the most common story is that he was like a good mage for a while, and then something happened, and he wanted to live forever, or like he lost his master, and then something changed, and he just like was afraid, or like like lost his love, or something tragic happened to him, and then all of a sudden he just never looked back.
Classic.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dove
Cool.
too deep and greedily in some books. Like it's changes wherever you are. And
Elliot has a thought that the candles are like heroes' lives, and if you put the candle out, they will die.
I mean, it would make with a 20 like this, it's a pretty easy, like, you can make an association based on a couple names being like, oh, those candles are pretty tall. Oh, those candles are pretty short. Well, those people are pretty old. Yeah, they seem to be related to the candles burning of someone's life.
Oh, wow.
Like, with a 20, you definitely know that.
Hey, I saw you shaking your head earlier, Frank.
How much candle do I have?
I'm really frightened now. No one breathe.
Pretty tall.
Oh, cool. Us halflings do tend to have long lives.
Yeah.
Good
So
side
that's
effect of
pretty
being
good.
lucky. Let's move on. We don't want to
Is
waste
there
more
any
time here.
wax that's like on the floor below these
Oh,
candles, or
God,
does it like
no.
magically evaporate away? I'm just asking for a friend.
No, there's some wax here. There's probably wax that's dripped on the floor.
Don't touch
Sure.
my candle.
Can I
But-
just get up some of that good wax?
Yeah.
Is that any issue? Okay.
Totally.
Put it in your ear for later.
Try to get yourself added to the list manually.
If I eat the
Um,
wax, I can get added to the list.
Right.
So yeah, where do we go from here?
So there's more stairs leading up, right?
Okay.
Sorry. So there was I misdescribed the situation again, and I'm sorry. So you guys took a ladder getting up into this room, and then from this floor, there's a staircase leading up to the next room. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
And
So we're a flight up?
yeah. So you want to go up? You want to go up the next flight of stairs?
Can we take the book? Like, or is it?
Maybe on the way
No,
out?
you can take it.
What if it's not here, then new lawful heroes can be born, and then new lawful heroes are never created in the realm, and then chaos reigns over everything.
How about us got
That
ahead?
is something you probably has crossed your mind. You know that, like, this place is legitimate, and this is actually like people's lives or candles here.
That is a very good point.
So do you want to fuck with any of this? The pirates with you are like, they look at each other and like, I'm not touching any of that. That's
I think we should leave it be.
look. They're like, look. I know, like, we're already enough going out in this fucking look. I know I talk a big game, but like that shit, I ain't tempted no god. I'll tempt a wizard, but I ain't tempted no gods. You know? They're like, no. That shit is how you get like a lightning bolt struck at you and something like that, right? They're like, no. Like they look at them like, no, messing with that. That's how you get storms chasing you all the time. No way.
I say
Right.
my praises to Have Knob.
Yeah.
And
Um,
I go sneak ahead to scout.
I finished
Yeah.
filling my pocket with life candle wax.
The trickling of seawater runs down the staircase as you get here. In places of wooden, so it's kind of like a stone and wood mix here to going up these stairs. Most of them seem to be waterlogged and rotten. And in a couple cases here, you can see that they have been all together, like just leapt out. In fact, there's a kind of a gap here you guys are needing to jump across to. Furthermore, the walls along these stairs that runs parallel to you here that goes up has a small little trio of alcoves. Each of those has little figurines in them. The first one has a pretty grim-looking barbarian. The second one has a pair of snarling panthers, and then the last one has a grave, somber-looking knight. And these things are all, maybe like 3 feet tall,
Okay.
and they all look like they're carved out of like wood. Once again, they look like they're waterlogged and. But yeah, in order to keep going, unless someone wants to investigate these things, to keep going, you just have to make I need it's like some sort of acrobatics-y style check to jump across to the other side here, or if you want to like know more about investigating like the jump, or or be clever to make it so that everyone doesn't have to jump, or whatever you want to do.
Can Elia look at these statues? Since we're in the magic tower, I'm like, anything
Yeah.
can come life at any moment and attack us, or be a trick for a puzzle
Yeah.
later. And that's like her mind is.
Describe to live here. So all of these things look like they're very elegantly designed at one point or another. Some of them look like they were decorated with beads. Another one, it looks like it has like a braid of like old hair or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you want to like touch them, or do you want to let them be, or just like looking them over?
I'm just looking at them. I'm trying
Yeah.
not to touch
Right.
anything really.
What does the fall look like?
The fall. Oh, like if you fell.
Yeah.
It looks like you would pretty much land near the heroes, right? Like the that level. So really
Okay.
like only like 10 feet.
Don't land on any candles.
Could I like take this cutlass that I looted and like wedge it between two stones in the wall to create like a bit of a step?
So, wait, what are you doing with the crevice?
Like wedge the cutlass that I got from
Like
that I looted.
flatways
Oh
and,
no, the jump is too far. I should probably describe it. It's about like 6 or 7 feet. Like but it shouldn't be that hard of a jump.
I was just thinking
For
you could give me
you
a little
dashing
bit of a
adventurers.
spring.
Oh, like to help you out here?
yeah, like
just
get
yeah.
it closer by a couple of
Oh,
feet.
I see what you mean. I thought you were trying to like make some kind of bridge. Oh no. Okay, yeah, sure. You can choose. You can try the old rusty cutlass, or not rusty, but
Please don't call it the rusty cutlass. That sounds dirty.
yeah, it does. Definitely does sound pretty dirty.
Yeah, we did the old rusty cutlass in the wizard tower.
Yeah. Let's do it. So yeah, I'll give you. Here's what I'll say. So that sounds pretty desperate, like in terms of like fictional positioning here, but you'll have pretty good effect. So you could succeed very successfully if this works, but the downside is that you're exposing yourself to a lot more risk than not using the sword here. How's that sound?
More. What am I gonna like extra fall?
The sword falls out of the wall and
Right.
stabs into you as you
No, okay. I don't have to describe that, but
I'm
just tell
go.
me. Are
I'm
you cool with
go.
it? You cool with that? That okay?
Yeah.
Make the jump.
Trained or untrained?
You're a halfling. This is probably trained for you.
Yeah.
Let me
Let's-
let me ask you though. Are you is this just once again agility and your nimbleness as a halfling that comes to your aid here, or
Yeah.
trying to be
I'm
smart?
gonna like
or-
do my halfling stretches, touch my toes, limber up. After get the cutlass in there.
I could just
take a
throw
few
you.
steps back. No, I'm good. And I like do like my little jog up and then
Gotcha.
bounce off of it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Do a little front flip and land.
Oh yeah. Do you want to take the sword with you while you do it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? If I can.
Yeah, I mean that makes perfect sense because you just wildly succeeded at this.
I
Um,
hit it and like go into a front flip. While I'm front flipping,
Yeah.
I grab the handle of the sword and just like.
Yeah. You succeed wildly. You actually get a real good push off the stairs here, and you immediately see that was a really good reason. The stairs that you were probably originally aiming for are very rotted when you get over here. You don't want to miss that. So
Hey guys! Stairs
Yeah?
on this side are crap.
Oh.
You don't want to land on them if you can avoid it.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe I'll like take my cutlass and sort of like try to jam it in like one of the gaps like above one of the rotted stairs.
Mhm.
So like maybe if someone's going to land on one, they could like maybe do a quick step off of
Right.
the cutlass.
Nice. If we get a lot of cutlasses, we'll just build a staircase out of cutlasses.
Yeah,
Um,
building bridges.
yeah. I think-
Staircase made of cutlasses sounds like a pretty good band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Staircase of Cutlass. It's book 3 in a 17-book series.
Yeah.
How to get past traps.
How
Um,
Mhm.
How easy would it be to just continue past? Because that initial set of stairs is like rotted, but like to just keep our momentum and just like land and just run down the stairs, like on the opposite side, or up the stairs on the opposite side, like.
To do this safely is risky.
Okay.
It's definitely doable. It's not. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna what you should typically get from me when I describe things. If something is desperate, it's probably about DC 20. If something is risky, it's somewhere between 10 and 15. If something is controlled, it's probably 10 or less, right? And I'm telling you, this is probably risky. All right, just a quick way of gauging something, right? So like if something is once again desperate, it's like 20 or more. Risky is somewhere between 10, 15-ish, and then anything 10 and below would be more like controlled.
We should get a climber's kit when we get back to port.
What?
You're like 10 feet away. Elia will try to. She's pretty big of a person. I think she'd want to go last, just in case.
All right, James jumps. Can I jump?
Oh, for sure.
Go, James, go. Strength? Just
yeah, you could use your strength here. You want to do like a deeds to like jump over this thing?
No, because that's a 66% chance of failing.
Okay.
If I do a deed, you only win on a 3 out of 3. So
right.
I hope I can do better than that. Was that good?
There we go. Oh yeah, you make it.
I did it.
Yeah, heave yourself over. James makes it down the stairs.
I'm gonna try to like help catch people if they jump.
First, I jump and high five James.
Yeah, you jump up and.
You're tiny.
Nice job, Canary.
Good work, James.
This might be ridiculous, but I kind of want to invoke patron.
Excellent.
I think your pirate buddies are definitely not into the idea of you being like, stand back, I want to commune. They're like, no,
but
not here.
The thing is,
Let's
I don't
go.
have to.
Oh.
My mercurial effect is that it's purely, I can cast a mentalism, so I can cast it without making any vocal, or like physical or material signs.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So what does that look like then? What is this? Is this like in your head?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Are you in like a mind palace? Like, is this like a? Or is this just like you thinking out loud?
So you know how when you're listening to like a song that you have a particular like attachment to, somehow it like creates, or sometimes it creates like a visual, like
a memory attached to it.
Yeah, but not like more so like you just have a scene that plays when you listen to a song, like that's kind of unrelated. Yeah, like I feel like it's kind of like that. Like I just kind of like breathe deep and then like kind of get lost in this kind of scene that I imagine is full of like ravens and and how do I invoke the patron? What do I?
So it's still casting a spell, right? Like it's done quietly, right? Cool. So it's a spell casting roll.
All right.
So just cast invoke patron, basically.
Okay. So I don't have like.
But you don't have the
character.
You don't have your character.
I don't have the spells all fancy.
All
I don't
fancy like.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I just roll a d20 though, right?
Yeah, I mean, its caster level is always like for an elf, it's like d20 plus your, I think your it's like a wizard, right? So it's probably personality, right? Or no, it's intelligence. It's intelligence.
Okay. Cool. So it's just a d20. Oh, God.
Doesn't. Okay.
So that's a failure.
Yeah, it fails, and I think the whole place here shakes as you try to commune out to the ravens. As I think that space is destroyed as a instead you get like a shock, like a jolt to you, and you see a well cowled bony face with ruby gems set in its eyes, and it like it's like a jump scare to you, right? And yeah, you just gazed upon a Sararak for a moment in this domain. Basically, it's hard to communicate to your patron inside the place that's strongly affiliated to another patron, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And
Oof.
yeah, and so you get a big shock of that, and this whole place kind of shakes. A bunch of rats. So you guys are going down like these stairs to go down this tower, right? No, you're going down.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going up this whole time.
Did I fuck up?
Because we climbed up a ladder.
No, oh, okay. That's what I did. No, you guys climbed down a ladder. You're going down underground.
Okay.
I'm so sorry if I messed that up. No, you guys, okay. So, yeah, you guys are going down.
Okay.
I think as it shakes, there's a bunch of these, so there's these, this place obviously doesn't have regular rats in it. It has these other things in it that look somewhere across between a rat and a crab. That's kind of like skitter up. Like some of them start going up your legs, and you shake them off, and they get going off. And the pirates go like fucking rat crabs, and they just like hit them with a
crats.
Yeah, they skewer one with a cutlass and keep going. But it's not enough. As you do that, there just seems to be more and more of them, and 3 of them are here. They want to try to take snip bites out of you. So I need initiatives from everybody.
Ugh.
And this is absolutely failing forward because you fucked up your invoke patron, my dude.
Yep, no, that's perfectly fine. That's cool.
I want to.
I knew going into it.
Right. I don't know if it's cool to watch or listen to everyone, but I do like to occasionally pierce beyond the veil and let you know what I'm thinking while I run games.
It's good.
Did that all work?
Yeah.
Let me roll my initiative.
I was
Okay. Crabs are speed crabs today. Oops.
I just have a lot of props. That's what I do. Snip, 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 snip. This actually looks really cute. Yeah. Crabby claws.
Do you have a stuffed of every animal around you?
No.
No.
I have enough pieces to put.
And a crab.
I have Kermit in a pinata outfit.
Only most, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So,
and I have a wizard.
crab rats go. Order of operations. Okay, so so they're obviously attacking. It has to be first Alarain, and it's got to be Jimmy because they're the ones bearing the front. But then there's a couple of them coming up the sides, right? So I think I said there were there are 3 crab rats here.
Oh, Jimmy was in the back.
I know. And
So at the top of the stairs.
another.
Oh, okay.
No, Jimmy. So right now, Alarain and Jimmy have both jumped down to the next level of the staircase. James.
That's.
I'm gonna throw you down. I'm just kidding. But anyways, right. So this is happening. Crabs go. Both the crabs are gonna go, or all 3 crabs are gonna go snippy snip snips. So the first one's going after Alarain. And I crit fumble.
Good.
I think it's just easy that it Wilhelm screams as you kick it off the ledge. Seems to be probably the easiest thing to say here, right?
Oh my god, they can scream. That's horrifying.
as it falls into the darkness, then you hear a crunch as it hits the ground. So that one's dead. So there's 2. 2 more to go. Does a 17 hit? This one's to James.
Yes.
Oh, really?
What?
Okay.
You think I have an AC of 17?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, man, I have an AC of 13. I don't know where people get AC in this game. It's expensive.
Okay. Let me roll. Do you want high or low here?
Low.
I rolled a D2 and it didn't do anything. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's going weird, yeah.
All right. You have chosen correctly. Okay.
Yes.
So, that's fine. And, okay, you take 2 points of damage
Excellent.
as it bites into your. I guess like maybe it pokes you through your armor and your leg. It's
Gives you a little pinch.
It uses its claws to like get into your armor, like between, and then uses its little mandibles and gets in there and bites you.
Ew.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty. I mean, like a sea scorpion might be like the closest thing to think about, right? Like as a crab rat, like some you know what I mean? Like one of those long, lanky things. Definitely could look something like that. Well, he's got a tail. Oh, it probably has a fucking nasty ass tail. Ew. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Look at those mandibles. Okay. And then there was one more to go, right? And this one is going against Rise. Rise up. I did a what's a 15? Is that a hit?
That will hit, unfortunately.
High or low?
Low.
You have no, that's good. No, 1 is high, 2 is low.
Okay.
Because I said high or low, and I just immediately mapped that to 1 or 2. But obviously, it actually should be the other way around. But I mean, whatever. That's fine. This is right. My logic is consistent, and so I'm gonna stick with the consistent logic here. And you're fine.
I'm fine with that. I figured.
Yeah. And let me see what the damage is. The reason why it's going so slow is because I have 3D dice on. Okay, 3 points of damage, Rise. Once again, yeah, these things also bite into you. Their teeth are like razors. And okay, my turn's over. Rise, it's your turn. You have 1 right on you. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and stab it.
Hell yeah. Canadian rat crab.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's not enough to hit.
Oh.
By a significant. Just so you know, it's a 15. Their chitinous shells are nasty, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
but you do
swing at
know
it
if
with
you,
my longsword.
yeah, if you do know, yeah, and it just clangs. It makes a spark off these shells. Like their armor is like steel, and yep.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
like,
cool.
I think I yell out in anger.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't roll for the
Pirates.
yeah,
Pirates?
purities.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Purities good to go.
Yay.
Oh, sure.
Sorry about that. Well, I mean, I just rolled them and I got an 18, so.
They got to go, but
I
they don't
honor.
get to get bit by rats. Whatever.
I honor.
They're gonna make pies out of those rats.
They're gonna help both of you because they're actually Oh, actually, no. One can't help you, James. But they can all attack the one on Rice right now. So that's what they're gonna do. They're all gonna. Well, I guess let's do them one at a time.
Is it Reese?
Reese. Is it Rice or Reese?
Reese.
Oh
Reese.
shit! I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Reese.
You know, like Malcolm in the Middle.
exactly.
Like restart.
Reese. Yeah, these guys cannot get a good strike on him at all. Okay. I'll get all those bad rolls out of the way. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Next in the order is James.
I swing a spiky ball at them with on a stick.
Yeah. Do it. You got one
Okay.
in front of you.
Nice. Okay, so deep die
Yeah.
is a 2, and then I swing with that 2. Dang.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
17.
Nice.
We're making rat soup tonight, boys.
Yeah, that's a real good roll. Describe how you kill this one.
I just squash it. There's not much to it.
Yeah.
It's not too big. Like there's like a crunch as like the like armor bits like go inward, and then it's just like rat pieces get all over the pirates that were yelling at me earlier.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of guts.
It's just like I just like kick a little bit more at them, like look them in the eyes, like don't fuck with me.
Oh, I love it. I love it. They look completely like, aye. They see you like, oh yeah, we don't want to leave this guy here. This guy's a fucking champion.
Don't fuck with me. All right, then
yeah,
we're done.
That was awesome. Cool. Yeah, definitely. Good hit.
Who would win, a terrifying
Ilya.
ancient crab rat thing, or one spiky boy?
Ilya, there's only one crab. There's only one crab left. It's going up. It's still on rice right now.
Reese,
Jesus, I gotta write that down.
got to Reese to the occasion.
Reese.
Like Reese's Pieces.
Reese.
You said that out loud with your own mouth.
You did. All right, murder them. Murder them all good like.
Elia.
Yeah.
Me?
Elia. Yeah, sorry, Elia. Yeah, turn over.
I go to kebab. I want to kebab it.
Get him, Jimmy.
Go, Jimmy.
And for a second, I'm like,
go.
what? Me? Okay. Oh, yeah, me. Okay.
Skewer them.
Yeah. And she just,
Still having issues with the attack roll thing.
yeah.
When I did it, it brought up a bunch of dialogues that weren't immediately noticeable.
Yeah, it's input and then attack bonus.
Yeah, this game has some very interesting roll patterns.
Yeah, it's the way the macro works.
Okay, so I should roll 1d20 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't have any bonuses, right?
I don't think so. It's not a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a pretty average character with my stats.
Don't
yeah, I don't have
say
any
that
bonuses.
about yourself.
14. Like I said, you just missed. Like I said, you can burn a point of luck to make it a hit if you want.
I stab down and it's in between the tines of my trident.
Oh yeah, it's stuck. You got its legs down, and it's like it's trapped right now. It's trapped right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll make it easier to hit.
Okay. Well, it is top of the. No, it's Alarain's turn.
And if you look closer, you may see that Elia might have had her eyes closed when she stabbed at it. Who knows?
Alarain, you're on the other side of that jump. You see your friends there. Do you have do you want to throw something, or what do you want to do? Or
Yeah,
does
take
it
my
matter,
cutlass and throw it at it.
I'm right there.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Let's do that. Make a
1d20 plus agility.
Yeah. I mean, let's do a throw here. If you roll really poorly, you're probably gonna hurt one of your friends.
Okay.
And there's a 50-50 chance if you roll poorly. You're throwing into a crew of all your friends here. We're trying to hit a tiny or a medium-sized rat crab, right? Like a rat crab's about the size of a corgi or like a basset hound.
14.
Doxy.
You are one short.
But it's held. It's all pinned down.
Yeah, it is, but it's not enough to hit it.
Well, I'm gonna burn a luck.
You also shouldn't have rolled a d6. Oh, yeah, you did roll a d20. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah. Then you hit it. You chuck the cutlass. It hurls through the air, and with 5 points of damage, hell yeah, it skewers it right in the face, like it's the perfect throw. And everyone
bisects it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it just cracks open quickly. Nicely done. I think maybe Birdcage grabs the cutlass and tries to clean it off and says holy shit.
I wink at Birdcage.
Yeah. That was a good, yeah. Nice. That was a really good throw. And before we continue to or actually let's try to get everybody over this ledge here.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, after all of that, just kind of dust myself off and try to jump.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Make the jump easy.
If I climb the wall instead of jumping, can I use strength or stamina and not did that -1?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I will catch you.
Oh, it's so slippery, guys. The walls are so damp here.
Yeah. Okay.
I caught though.
Make an agility check to, as your reflexes kick in to catch her. Or them.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah, I would allow that. You said that like as soon as you saw the roll. Like you're clearly instinctively doing it.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, absolutely, you grab them as
hero.
they're dangling over the ledge. With a 20, you're good. You pull them up, right? That's a critical effect here. Yeah. You totally are able to reach out and grab them. Literally action movie style, like one hand, right? Like you got them dangling down, and you're like, gotcha. Come on.
And I have to. Is this one? I was like, you pull me up, and it's like one of those dramatic, like, oh, you almost made it. I'm like starry-eyed, or is it like we're bros? Battle.
I'm unfazed. I turn away from you.
I see.
The strong silent type.
Are we all?
You're like, whatever. You rescued your brother all the time. He was so unlucky.
I wish he would have been the one alive.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
I catch all of them.
None of
Turn away to catch them.
you do that. The three pirates fail, making
Because
their
they all
jump
tried
over.
to jump at the exact same time and
Yeah.
got in each other's way.
So let me
Goodbye.
roll
All of pirates.
points of damage.
We take their cutlasses too.
The only one alive is Birdcage.
Birdcage.
Birdcage is the one that probably lands on the other two, and it's like, I'm okay. Oh, that was bad. Oh no! And he looks around and he's like, oh, there's a lot of blood down here, and we're gonna go to a break. That's
Stupidest pirates.
so. Hell yeah,
Best
dude.
game.
No wonder they hired us for this.
They're gonna think we did this.
All right.
No,
you
that's
each
why I
get
left
4
Birdcage
cutlasses.
alive.
All right, everybody. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick little 5-6 minute break. We're gonna relieve our hungry and thirsty conditions, and we'll see you guys on the other side.